I want to talk about Ashton Kutcher, who was at some sort of convention. And, Ashton should just really be shutting it and thankful that he thus far has not been dragged into the Diddy cesspool because he and Diddy were inseparable for a very long time. So if you want to tell me that Ashton didn't know about any of the stuff Diddy was up to, call me a skeptic, but I find that hard to believe. Now, Ashton got up there, and instead of just being grateful, he's still employable, and people still give, some people anyway, a shit about what he has to say. He generated headlines over at People, which, I know people, they're very celebrity friendly, but God, I wish from time to time they would just like throw a little shiv in. Ashton Kutcher, this is the People headline, admits he's missed out on roles because of, quote, the way I look. Now, Ashton Kutcher was a kid from the Midwest who started modeling. I think he's got one of those origin stories we're supposed to believe he was like on his way to like genetic molecular biology or some bullshit. But then the lure of modeling was such that he had to take it. And then he wound up on that 70s show and Dude, Where's My Car, which I will admit I saw in a theater and I really enjoyed. That said, there is a reason here's the bar to get into acting for screen, unless you are surely slotted into the character actor category. It's looks, okay? Looks get you in the door, and they are more than happy to work with people who may need some acting lessons. Jennifer Aniston allegedly, reportedly is one, and she was never a great beauty to begin with. She had connections, but nonetheless, it's your looks that get you the job, okay? It's a looks dependent occupation. I was actually just watching a clip from Taxi Driver, which I saw when I was a teenager, but I haven't seen since. And it was a clip with Robert De Niro acting opposite Sybil Shepherd. Now, Sybil Shepherd was great in Moonlighting because she had Bruce Willis to play off of, and she had great writing, but really she was not a great actress. She was cast by Martin Scorsese because of her looks. Okay, one example. Now, Ashton Kutcher wants us to believe that he has lost out on roles because he is just too handsome. No, Ashton, you have lost out on roles because you are a one-note actor, a one-trick pony. You defended your friend Danny Masterson, who is now serving, I believe, life for multiple counts of violent, vicious rape. Danny Masterson, his rape victims, at least one of them, there were two that we know of, said that he broke into her bedroom, put a pillow over her head, held a gun to her forehead, and raped her while he was smothering her. And Ashton Kutcher and his wife Mila Kunis wrote letters to the judge saying that they loved Danny and they would be happy to have Danny babysit their daughter alone. And again, the Diddy Association. So I think all that stew, plus what Demi Moore had to say about you in her memoir, that you got her off the wagon by saying you thought alcoholism wasn't a real thing and then pressured her into threesomes before cheating on her. Like, Ashton, maybe it's that. Maybe you're just a piece of shit and you're not talented enough for people to put up with it. It's a theory. It's a working theory of the case. Now, this reminds me of, we've heard this before. Jessica Biel told Allure in May 2009 that her good looks were harming her career. Yeah, she said, quote, it really is a problem. I have to be blunt. Again, Jessica, you're not that great of an actress. Jennifer Lawrence, again, not that great of an actress. She seems like a nice person, but she also seems like she was propelled by Harvey. Her career hasn't been the same since he went to prison. I'm not saying, but it is a timeline, okay? She has said that while auditioning for her breakthrough, Winter's Bone, she was initially thought by casting directors, quote, too pretty. Listen to me. It's a lot easier for a makeup department to ugly up a beautiful woman. Ask Charlize Theron in Monster. She won the Oscar. Ask Nicole Kidman, The Hours. She won the Oscar. Then to go the reverse, okay? Has anybody made Tori Spelling into a beauty queen? Emmy Rossum on Cast and Shameless, quote, they thought I was too glamorous. Now, this really bothers me because there are so many gifted actresses who get pushed out of the film adaptations of either plays. You know, Michelle Pfeiffer is one. She starred as a down on her luck waitress in Frankie and Johnny. Opposite, you know, and she was considered far too beautiful and far too classy. Like nobody is buying it. Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman as a hooker? Are you kidding me? Or sorry, a sex worker. Or in Erin Brockovich as sort of like this, like kind of, you know, not glamorous working class, you know, struggling. No, no. Another, I love Carrie Russell. I am loving The Diplomat. I watch The Diplomat. It is so much fun. Season 3 is on Netflix right now. And she's great in it. She's great in everything. But she was too beautiful for Waitress. She just was. Nicole Kidman, Destroyer, too beautiful, too elegant. Elizabeth Banks, The Better Sister, too beautiful. I could go on and on and on and on. Okay, so that's that. That is that. Jones Road Beauty has revolutionized makeup routines for good. Created by makeup legend Bobbi Brown, their products are lightweight, they blend easily, and they give you an effortless look that doesn't look like makeup. The creamy lip pencils are perfectly bold without being overdone, and they last throughout the day. Miracle Balm, the hero product, is an all-in-one tint that can be used as a highlighter, blush, or bronzer to give your skin that flushed, fresh, healthy glow. What sets Jones Road apart is the simplicity. It's just high quality, versatile products made with clean ingredients, no toxins, no junk. Plus, it's American made and it's named after Jones Road out in my stomping grounds in East Hampton. If you're ready to give Jones Road Beauty a try, use code NERVE at jonesroadbeauty.com and get a free gift with your purchase. jonesroadbeauty.com, code NERVE.